Well, look at this place. So empty. And everything's growing so fast. It looks like it's a big mess. We need a leader. We need someone to help fix this up. Someone who can lead somebody into fixing this up. JB, are you that person?
I am that person.
Alrighty. Well then, I cannot wait to see the future in this garden. So what was your experience with 3 leadership styles? Delegative,
Are those the authoritative and delegative and participative?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Those are the ones.
What's my experience with those?
Yes. Tell me.
My experience with those is that there's a whole lot of overlap between them. That leaders take on different styles, and it may include any one of the 3 you just mentioned, depending upon the complexity of the task that they're leading, or the project that they're leading, or the capabilities of the people that they're leading. So that you might find yourself being more authoritative or participative with a group of people who were very raw and didn't have, tremendous skill sets, that you were trying to work your way through a task, and so you'd have to stay very much on top of them in order to get the job done. You would step back and be more delegative if in fact you were dealing with people who had a whole lot of skills and who'd been experienced and had done the job many more times. So and then authoritative, you tend to be more authoritative with people who haven't done the work as often, who are less experienced, so that you have to sort of guide them through it and direct them through it. My personal favorite style, obviously, is delegative, if I'm understanding how it's being used correctly, and that is a style in which you let the people do the jobs that they've been trained to do. You hold them responsible. Accountability is important in all of these styles. But I like one in which you give people a chance to strut their stuff, to show you what they can do, and be there for them if they have any questions, but don't interfere with them tremendously. So another thing you need to think about when we're choosing between those 3 styles that you described earlier is what impact will we get from generational differences. For example, people in my generation, the baby boomers, have a much different approach and culture around work life. There's sort of a, we understand that it takes time and you wait your turn and you tend to work at one employer longer and longer, whereas people in your generation are all about being promoted within a week after starting a job. So just lots of different ramifications around the age, frankly, of the person that you're dealing with. So not taking that into consideration is probably a mistake as well. So that's my experience with what I think are those 3 styles of leadership you just described earlier.
Good. Very good. All right. I believe that wraps that up.
Okay then. Well, thank you for asking.
You're very welcome. That's a nice shirt.
I think you gave it to me.
You like tequila.
I think, did you give it to me or did Mom?
I really, I really don't know. I don't know. All right. Thank you, my friends.
Bye.
Goodbye. Well, well, well. Look at all this. This was the garden after. As you can see, the deck is completely swept off, and the flowers look amazing. All it took was a whole day's work. Folks, this is what teamwork and leadership can do. It can spawn and prosper a beautiful garden. Yes. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what authoritative leadership is.
It's when you take command and let people know what needs to be done to accomplish the job.
Agreed. Good, good, good. All right. Joel, what is your description of leadership?
Being able to focus the efforts of many on one task.
Very nice. JB, show me a little bit about your authoritative leadership.
Joel, I want you to go over and get those little things off the lawn for me, please.
The dog?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, he knows what to do. No, not the dog, Joel, the damn stick thing.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
In the dirt right here. That's authoritative.
All right. Yeah.
Don't get me.
Okay. Now we're gonna try and find Pope John Paul II. He's somewhere around here. Hey, Pope, where are you, dude? Bro, come on. Is he up in this tree? No, he's not up in this tree. Is he on the roof? Wait, maybe he's on the roof. No, he's not. All right.
Christopher,
It looks like
as
we
your
cannot
assistant,
find.
I have to tell you that
Wait,
the
what?
Pope is unavailable.
Oh.
Comment.
Ah, dang. Well, it looks like we cannot get the Pope. Oh well. It's fine. Okay.
Such a nice little building.
Keep putting me in there. All right. Now good evening, Mr. Welch. You have now completed your videotaping of diversive managers and interviewed them, and I'd like to ask you, what have you learned from all of this?
I've learned that leadership is very important, and without leadership, everything would really be chaotic, and things wouldn't be in order. You see, what leadership does is it helps us get through things faster and get through things easier. Because if it wasn't with leadership, I really don't know what would happen. Without leadership, things wouldn't be as organized. To be in a good society and to live in a good world, you need to have everything in organization. And without leadership, we don't have organization. And that's what keeps us all in order and harmony. And gets the job done.
And what makes a good leader?
What makes a good leader? Compassion, determination, a lot of determination, the will to do good, the want to do good, the hunger to do good, and the integrity. Also, let me see, the mental capacity to do good, the mental mindset to do good also.
Well, you've mentioned integrity, and I notice that you're drinking something that looks like a Bloody Mary. What is that, sir?
It's a Virgin Mary. It's very good. It's
So-
not Bloody Mary.
So would you say to be a good leader, then you would not drink on the job?
Oh yes. You see, you can't be a good leader if you're not intact. If you're not intact, if you weren't intact, you'd be like, all right, just give that thing right there, or wait, no, just take a break. No, you can't be like that. You need to be, okay, get the thing done now.
Well, that sounds like authoritative leadership. What do you think of authoritative leadership?
I think that it is a very good leadership, and it's one of the important leaderships, because you are taking part, you're like telling people what to do, and you're telling them to do it right, and you're observing them when it is appropriate. Alright, delegative is when you let, experienced people, you have experienced people as your mentors, as your students, and you just let them do their job, and you don't interfere, because they're the experts, and they've been around the situation for a while, and you let them do what they do, and you don't really have to enforce them or do that. Just observe a little bit, and
Do you ever bounce around among those different leadership styles within one project?
you can if you have many different types of students. Let's say you have like a rookie and an expert, then that's when some of those leaderships would combine and work together. Because, you have one guy that doesn't know a lot and another guy that's an expert, and,
Does age have anything to do with how you may manage someone?
Yeah, age, a lot of people think that people who are older are smarter, and they are. And a lot of people who are younger don't know as much as the older people do. And let's just say, somebody's like 17, they're like a rookie. They're considered a rookie. And someone who's like 35, they're considered an expert because they've been around longer and they know the situation more. So,
What about their expectations in the
expectations.
workforce?
Expectations. I think you want me to tell why I think Pope John Paul is a good leader, right?
Absolutely.
Pope John Paul II was a good leader in many ways. He went all across the world, and, you know, he spread his joy, and he spread his love, and he spread his determination and faith across the world and touched many people by it. He also, before he was even Pope, he was in World War II. He was in the country Krakow, like one of the first cities of Poland to ever be invaded. And he had to deal with a lot of the Nazis. And what he did was he helped a lot of people get through that situation. And also, when the communists, the Russians, came in after World War II, they were deciding to take away the Catholic Church. Pope John Paul II didn't stand for that. He said, we're keeping this church, we're keeping the belief of Catholicism in ourselves. And he did not just preserve Catholicism, he helped preserve the Polish culture by bringing out more art and more theater into Poland, because a lot of the Germans took that away, and the Russians took that away, because they did not like that. And also, the other reason why I think Pope John Paul II was a good leader was, in his time of illness, Parkinson's pretty much brought him down to his knees, and he didn't stop working. He still was there. He said, I got work to do, and I'm not going to let this disease destroy me. I'm still going to work because my people need me. And that's why I think he's a fantastic leader.
So you think a good leader should stick it through to the end?
Yes.
Until the project is done?
Yes.
And in his
Absolutely.
case, it was being Pope?
Yes.
Very
Absolutely.
good. Well, Mr. Welch, I appreciate this interview very much. I hope you do well with your grade, and I think you've done an excellent job.
I need another drink.
Good thing.